Have you ever wanted to buy something that made you a better archer? I might have something that'll help you out there. You know, I'm not one that recommends throwing money at archery. And I'm not one that recommends buying accessories or equipment to make yourself a better shooter. But there are some things that can help us out if we give them a chance and we learn to use them right. Today, we're going to talk about something that I think can be just that and can actually improve my scores if I put it to work the way it's meant to be. So what we're going to be talking about today is the steady aim. This little box right here on my sight. Looks as simple as it can be, but it's got some pretty complicated electronics inside it. And so far, I'm only about 30 shots in, but I'm impressed with what it's shown me. So right about now, you're asking yourself, what the heck is a steady aim? Well, that's the same thing I was doing just a few weeks ago. I seen this thing come across advertised somewhere, had no idea what it was, but thought I'd check it out. Had some pretty good reviews from some people I trust. So I went ahead and ordered one. And what this thing does, according to their website, is it's a detailed shot analysis. Now that's going to give you a shot analysis from the time you lift your bow to draw it, all the way through the shot and follow through. We're going to put some screenshots up, and I'm going to go over some of what's there. When you see the screenshots, you look at the shot analysis, and it'll have a green line. The green line is what you see as you're drawing the bow, or as your setup phase. Then you're going to see the blue line. The blue line is actually what shows up as you get to your holding phase, as the pin's just starting to settle. The dark blue line is actually the aiming phase. That's the last 1 second before the bow goes off. At that point, you're going to see a black X where the bow is released. The red cross is the point where the arrow leaves the bow. One of the things that I didn't see them mention on their website, but I found interesting, you know, if I'm making a perfect shot and the bow is reacting as well, I really want that black X and that red X to be as close together as possible, so that there's no movement from the time the bow goes off to the time the arrow leaves the bow. It didn't take many shots for me to notice some changes in my shot, or notice some differences from one pattern to the next, that the red X might be a little low and left or a little high and right, not necessarily always the same from the black X. What that tells me is there's an inconsistency in my shot, and I need to adjust that. So the red line on this chart is actually the follow through, and that was probably one of the biggest things within the first few shots I noticed. I know I haven't been shooting a whole lot lately, so I expect to see a little bit of pin movement. But that follow through, right? So if I'm making good shots, my follow through should be the same every time. Not only was it not consistent, but it was actually showing me that my bow was reacting to the shot in a way that I didn't really like. And so something as simple as I took 2 ounces off the front of my bow and replaced it with a 4-ounce weight. And I'll show you the two charts. It more than cut in half the amount my bow was moving at the shot. So this tool is going to be great not only to help show you how steady you aim, but it's also going to help you see the torque in your bow and how the bow's leaving your hand. That in itself is going to add points to your score. So in addition to all those other features, this thing has a target plotter, which will let you record your shots on a target face. For instance, if I was going to use the 80 centimeter World Archery face, it'll let me use that target face and record all my shots, so at the end I can look and see what kind of patterns I have. It also lets you number each arrow as you shoot, so that you can track whether you got one arrow that may be shooting bad. So there's another place that it has a chance to add points to your score. So it doesn't take watching many interviews after a shoot like Vegas. You'll hear archers talk about that they practice their shot timing and really worked on getting their shot timing consistent before the shoot. So that's another thing that steady aim does, is it actually tracks your shot timing and your hold timing, and it's actually listed on every shot. So it's another area that it helps do things that we know are vital to shooting well. So the next thing that this steady aim does, and really the main reason I bought it, was it tracks vibration. And it tracks that over time and force. And so I bought it not necessarily because I wanted to know the vibration in my bow, although it has shown me that they vary from shot to shot a little, and that probably has a lot to do with my follow through. I bought it because I want to be able to take it as I do some bow reviews, and I want to be able to take a little opinion out of a bow review. I want to test some bows out, I want to shoot some, and I want to be able to show you when somebody says one is smooth, I want to be able to put a number to that. So this thing measures in, it actually has one of the numbers is G-force, and then it actually measures how long it takes for that G-force to dissipate. So I want to take this thing to a few shops, and I'm going to shoot a few different bows, and rather than me tell you, yes, this is smooth, no, this one's not as smooth, whatever, you know, give those opinions. I may give you an opinion in my feel, but I'm going to give you a hard number after say 6 or 7 shots, get an average of what it says the force is and the time is in that bow. So while that may not be something that has points to score, it is something that is valuable to me, and I hope it's going to be valuable to you guys. So once again, I'm not sponsored by Steady Aim, not an affiliate, nothing like that at this time. So I really like the product, and I would say it's worth giving a try. You know, if you're one of those people that are serious about your archery, you really want to take it to the next level, it might be worth making the investment for one of these. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Go check their website out. They've got a few videos there about how it works and stuff, and I think you'll be just as impressed as I was. If you don't mind, click that subscribe button, maybe ring the notification bell. It really helps us as a channel when you subscribe, when you click that like button and ring the notification bell. So God bless, shoot straight, and I'll see you next time.